Santos Rolon Jr. here on Next Level Consulting. I hope that you have had a super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top day today. Today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. We're getting ready to head towards Friday, and I know that a lot of people are planning the weekend already. You know what's really awesome? You're really awesome on the other side of the screen. And I appreciate you for taking time to watch my videos. I talked about, in one of my other videos, I talked about the valley. How the valley builds character, how the valley molds us. And when I mean the valley is a place in life that we all go into. It's a place of challenge. It's a place of testing. It's a dark place at times. It can be a very quiet place. But it's a place of challenge. And that's where, if we have the right mindset, if we have an attitude of gratitude, that is the place where we actually grow and build proper character in our life. And isn't that what you want in your life? You want to be able to wake up every day and have a joyful heart. You want to be able to wake up every day and know exactly where you're going to go in life. Kind of like what you want to become or do in life. And of course, that's kind of another subject. Actually, have you asked yourself that question? I know I talk a lot about this in my videos. Have you asked yourself, what is it that you truly want to do in this life before you leave planet Earth? Have you asked yourself that? The other day I was making a video and I said, you know, you got to carry a notepad with you. In fact, I have one. I think it's in the back seat. And a pen, because you want to write down your thoughts. I'm going to talk a little bit in this video, and I'm going to try to keep it short, but I want to talk a little bit about journaling and affirmations and visualizing exactly what it is that you want to do. Taking time for yourself and talking to yourself, positive self-talk. I find that, by the way, do you talk to yourself? Maybe you don't want to admit it, but you do. I'm sure that you're in traffic sometimes. I'm sure that you're doing things throughout the day. Even when you use the John, you're sitting there and you're thinking, your mind's going. Your mind's thinking about things. You're daydreaming. Well, I started out this video and I really wanted to talk about a few things, but asking yourself the right questions is very, very powerful. And that's what changed my life, I believe, along with other rituals that I do every single day. I do a lot of rituals. But one thing I do every day is and I'm in the valley right now. I have to admit. Are you in the valley? Is your character being formed? Now, once again, that the mindset that you have in the valley will determine, I believe, the amount of growth that you're going to experience in your life. So, if you want inner joy, if you want to be completely happy, if you want to be completely positive every single day, well, that's part of, I believe that is not only, it's a byproduct of knowing what it is that you want to do with your life and where you want to go. And I have to admit, I can't say that everything in my life is completely positive, what's around me. Now, I'm positive. I'm happy with myself, and I'm happy with the growth, and I'm happy with my attitude. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everything around me is perfect, because I'll tell you, I'll be the first one to say it's not. But I know that being in the valley is preparing you, and it's preparing me for the mountaintop. Going up to the mountaintop is just a little bit of time that we spend up there. We get a breather up there, and then we come right back down to the valley. And that's the cycle of life. You kind of up and down, Up and down. Now, I'm not talking about being positive one day and negative the other. I'm talking about being up on the mountaintop where everything is lush, you know, or everything is plush. Everything is wonderful, is super fantastic, terrific, over the top. Now, even in the valley, you can have that super fantastic, terrific, over the top mentality also. It's what you hold on to up here every single day, and you exercise that mindset to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And that's what's going to give you a mindset, an attitude of gratitude, so that when you're in the valley, when you're dreaming, when you're forming your vision, when you're thinking about all these wonderful things that you would love to have in your lifetime, or maybe into the weeks and months ahead, your lifestyle is going to be just, you're going to be on a high, you know. I remember when I used to smoke marijuana, I used to get high and then I would come down off that high. And it's like, whenever you do drugs or alcohol or anything that basically, it's like you want to stay on that high level. And when you have an attitude of gratitude, when you can get up every morning and say, you know what, I'm going to make my day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day in spite of and because of, you're on a high. You are actually on a high. It's a natural high. And it's a high that actually gets better and better every day. You don't come down off of it unless you choose to, and unless you let circumstances and those challenges and those dark times and those lonely times affect you. Because we're all going to go through it. Even the most successful people go through it. As a matter of fact, I've heard stories and I've met people that have told me about family members that were very wealthy that were miserable. So everybody goes through it. Now, it's one thing to become miserable. I tell you, for me, I'm working on my first $2 million here over my first $1 million over the next 2 years. What would you do if you could achieve that goal in the next year or two, become a millionaire? What would you do with that money? Would you give it away? Would you help out family members? Would you buy a new house? Would you buy a new car? Of course, you're probably going to buy a few things with it. I think about these things all the time because, you know, I know that I'm coming into money. In fact, I have money coming to me. I'm a believer that money is chasing me now. I'm a believer that the money that I have, I'm putting it to work, because money is a tool. There's too many people chasing money, and that's one of the reasons why they're not happy, why they don't have inner joy, is because they're chasing money. And a lot of people, unless they have money, they're not really happy. And money is fleeting. You know, money is a tool, it's a thing, it's a commodity. You can't base your happiness and having a super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top attitude on having things. In fact, I made a video and I talked about where true inner joy comes from. True inner joy comes from within you. It's through the grace of our Creator that we can have that. But it's knowing who we are and who we are supposed to become daily, and where we're going in life and what we truly want. And I'll tell you, serving people, becoming a great leader, a servant at home, a greater listener, that's really hit me these last couple days since I've been in the valley. And sometimes I'm in the valley for a long time. But, you know, I'm learning to laugh more. I'm learning to become more grateful of these dark times that I'm going through. This vision that I have, that I'm carrying, I feel like I'm carrying a child, like I'm trying to give birth to a baby. And that's what a vision is. You're giving birth. Now, you're not giving birth to a baby literally. Of course, men don't do that. That's women's department. But that's basically, as an analogy, that's exactly what a vision is, or a dream, or you're trying to build your passion. Now, I'm going to say this, that success is a mindset. And success to you could mean being completely happy exactly where you are at your job, at home, doing whatever it is that you like to do. And maybe you're not interested in business. Maybe you're not really interested in developing your own vision of some kind. Maybe you're just looking for a way to be happier right there where you are at. Start looking at the blessings in your life. Start thinking about the good qualities that our Creator and by His grace has given you. You know, if you're married, I've been married for 20 years, so I know what it's like to go through. I've been married one time to the same woman for 20 years now. And I've learned a lot in that 20-year span of time. But again, we want to get back to inner joy and having a grateful attitude, exactly where we are at in life. I tell you, that's what people are looking for today. But unfortunately, they're looking for it in all the wrong places. They're looking for it in all the wrong places. And I'm highly recommending a couple of things. I'm highly recommending that you take a good look at your self-talk. I'm highly recommending that you carry a pad and a pencil or pen with you so that you can write your thoughts and your dreams. You can write them down. I'm highly recommending that you listen to and associate to successful people. I have a lot of good videos on my YouTube channel. I highly recommend that you listen to some of those videos that I have. The lectures, if you will, in those videos that I have put forth on my channel here on Next Level Consulting. I have a library of many videos. And I would highly encourage you to do that. If you're looking for inner joy, maybe you have everything that you've wanted in life. You've got money, you've got a nice business, you've got a great wife, good family, but you're not happy. You're not happy. Somehow something has distracted you from truly focusing on the blessings that you really have in your life. Start giving. In fact, if you need charity, I give to 2 charities. Actually, I give to 3. And I'll put some information below this video. Well-trusted charity, St. Jude's, Paralyzed Veterans of America, because I myself am a United States Navy veteran. And I also give to this religious radio station that I've been given to for some time. Start doing the self-talks. Look at yourself in the mirror. And you know, it takes about 66 days or so to build habits and to change yourself. That's what they say. I believe it takes a lot. I believe it doesn't have to be that much time that much span of a time. I believe that you can change your attitude just by smiling, starting to smile and starting to think about all the blessings that you have in your life. And remembering that the problems, the challenges, all of these difficult things, whether you have money, whether you don't have money, you know, there's always going to be people out there that are in a worse position than you are. Start looking at your blessings, start focusing on those things, and start associating with success. If you can't afford to go to meetings and meet people, watch videos, read blogs. I would encourage you, check out my YouTube channel. Connect with me. You know, I'm looking to build a team of people just like myself that want to do something. They want to make changes. They want to progress. They want to do something special this year. As I've mentioned, I told this to my wife last year. I said 2016 is going to be a different year for me. And believe me, man, I have to be honest with you. I can't say that I have a lot of people that truly believe in me, because a lot of people don't know who I am. But you know what matters to me is I believe in myself. And I've been able to bring myself out of a closet of darkness. I've been able to get breakthroughs in my life. I've been able to in fact, I'm even writing a book. I'm still working on that. I came from a life of trauma, my friend. Some ugly abuse that I've had as a child. And I've come from all of that. And you know what? If I can change my life, if I can get breakthroughs in my life doing what I'm doing, and that's why I'm sharing in my videos, you can do the same thing, my friend. You can have total inner joy exactly. And I'll show you how to do these things. If you watch my videos, if you listen to the messages over, if you pay attention to what I'm sharing, you can have the very same thing that I have. And I tell you, there's nothing more, there's nothing better than having hope and inspiration and inner joy every single day, because believe me, we're all going to go through some dark times. We're all going to go through the valley, man. And there's a lot of people in the valley right now that don't know how to handle things. They're turning to alcohol, they're turning to drugs, they're turning to gambling, they're turning to marijuana, they're turning to prostitution, they're turning to stealing and even murder. People kill people for something that they believe that's going to make them better or happier, and then they find out in prison or in jail, if they don't end up in a cemetery, that what they did was basically not the right choice. So, and again, some people just basically commit suicide. They call it quits. And believe me, I know some families, and I know some friends that have lost children that were very close to me. And that is not a pleasant experience to have to go through, but people do go through those things. So again, the foundation is what I'm talking about in this video. Inner joy, an attitude of gratitude. And that's going to carry you through many, many dark times in your life. Once again, there'll be some information below this video. I would encourage you to make contact with me. If you relate to what I'm sharing in this video, I would love to help you. I would love to sit down and discover what it is that will bring you the best inner joy and happiness and gratefulness in your life, because I've done it to myself, and I do it every single day. I tell you, I feel like I'm living the dream already. With that said, please comment below, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you at the top on one of my next videos. This is Santos Rolon Jr. here on Next Level Consulting. Remember to make every single day a super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top day daily.